Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is inventory control. And inventory shows major current assets in business enterprises. An inventory control can be described as a sum of control of raw material, fuels, lubricants, spare parts, and finished stock of business firm at any given point of time. These are maintained for smooth running of business. The inventories are primarily maintained for the smooth running of business. On an average, the business has about 30% of its working capital tied up in the inventories. The inventory management is essential to maintain large size inventory for efficient and smooth production and also for sale operation. It also minimizes the firm's investment in inventory with view to gain maximum profit. For smooth running of business, the enterprises, it is an evident that it should be kept neither excessive or nor inadequate inventories. Therefore, we can say that the inventories are maintained at level lying of inadequate and excessive. This level is known as optimum level of inventories. The main purpose of having an inventory control are these. The objectives are maximum customer service, then minimum inventory investment and low cost plant operation. These are the various objectives of inventory control. Then there are having certain functions which are covered under this point. To keep the inventories as low as possible with the market conditions. Then to forecast the market and economic conditions of supply as regards the availability of materials, to maintain sufficient stock of finished products to meet the reasonable expectations of consumers for prompt delivery of materials, and to maintain the proper records so as to supply to the consumers accurate and regular materials. And last point is to minimize the out of stock danger, that is finished product, which result in crash purchase. These are the some functions of inventory control. Then there are having various techniques which are commonly used to control the inventory, which are listed here. ABC analysis, EOQ means economic order quantity, then perpetual inventory system, a review of slow and non-moving items, input output ratio analysis, setting of various levels and use of material budgeting. We are going to see one by one. First is ABC analysis. In big drug stores, the large inventories are stocked. In order to maintain a proper control of inventories, the ABC means always better control technique is used. In these techniques, the material is divided into three groups, that is A, B and C, according to the cost of material and money value of consumption. So here these charts give how the organization treat the various categories of items according to their consumption values. Here I have listed A items, B items and C item. In A items, it covered 10% of the total inventories. Means in whole of the inventory, there are few costly items which are come under this group. In A items, the costly groups are come under these groups. These items may not be more than 10% of the total items, but these consume 70% of the total budget. It requires very strict control and it must be handled by senior officer. The reason is that these items are very costly as compared to all other these items. It either required no safety stock or low safety stock, so as to minimize investment of these items. In B items, it covers 20% of the total inventories, while in C item, it covers 70% of the total inventories. It consumes 20% of the total budget in B items, but in C item, it consumes only 10% of the total budget as compared to the B items. It required moderate control, while it required loose control. Comparatively cheaper items are come under this category. In B items, it either required low safety stock, or in C items, it required high safety stock. The various advantages are as under, that is, it can be regulated and the funds can be utilized in best possible manner. The investment in the inventory can be regulated and the funds can be utilized in best possible manner. Then there is closer and strict control on those items which represent major portion of the total stock. It also reduce inventory carrying cost, or it helps in enough stock of C categories of items. It helps in maintaining the enough stock of C categories of items. These are the some advantages of ABC analysis. Then next is EOQ, means economic order quantity. This technique is used to find out how much inventory is to be ordered. The correct quantity to buy is the quantity at which the ordering cost and inventory carrying cost will be minimum. It is balanced between ordering cost and inventory carrying cost. It includes, now we are going to see, the ordering cost consists of cost of paper, then also involve the placing order like use of paper, typing, posting, filling, etc. It also includes the cost of salaries of staff, cost of other various items, that is follow-up, receiving, inspection. The ordering cost is more or less fixed. The inventory carrying cost is represented by items like rent, storage, cost of insurance and taxes, salaries of storekeepers, and losses in store due to spoilage, wastage and breakage. They are represented by three methods. The first method is tabular determination of EOQ, then graphic representation of EOQ, and last one is determination of EOQ by algebraic formula. First, here I have draw here tabular determination of EOQ. A tabular arrangement of data, all the data relating to the items of material, helps in determination of an appropriate EOQ. This arrangement may be help the company to find out the number of orders that need to be placed, weekly, monthly or yearly. Here I have listed the number of orders per year required. The annual ordering cost can be calculated here. After that, the annual inventory cost can be calculated, and after that the total cost, means 2 plus 3 is equal to the total cost per year, can be calculated here. After that, next method is graphic representation method. In graphic representation method, EOQ can be determined graphically. So the EOQ determined graphically as if the graph is plotted between order quantity and cost to order and carry. The ideal order size is point where the sum of both the cost is minimum. The point occurs where the line represents an annual carrying cost intersect with each other, is the ordering carrying cost. And the last is determination of EOQ by algebraic formula. Here EOQ is equal to in square root 2AB upon CS. By this formula the EOQ can be determined, whereas the A means annual consumption, then B means buying cost per order, and C means cost per unit of material, and S means storage and other inventory carrying cost.